Hello guys, it's Ramos here, and in this video I'm going to show you what I consider to be the best interface in World of Warcraft. So during the years I've played with many interfaces. I've tried Delve UI, I've tried many interfaces made by me with Xpearl and other add-ons and customizing the bars with Bartender, but I always considered LUI to be the best one, and this is a highly modified version. I've modified it quite a lot. So this is how the original interface looks, and this is how the original LUI interface looks. So what I did, I removed that top thingy over there. You cannot remove the orb yet, and it's quite useful because you can hide and show certain things like the raid or the recount, and soon you will be able to completely remove that in the next version in LUI 4, but for now it looks pretty nice. And I've also moved the minimap a little bit up, and I've changed the uniframes quite a lot from the original ones, and I like them like this with a portrait. You can customize it a lot and made it a little bit bigger and put the bars there, and it's nice that you can hide and show this bar over here when you can add more not so important spells or items or whatever you want to add. And overall I really think it's a pretty nice interface, and I'm also going to talk about what I think are the 10 add-ons that everyone should have in Legion. Many people have requested a video about my interface, and a lot of people asked it what it is, and because they thought it looked pretty damn cool. So here you have it, and now let's go and talk about 10 add-ons you should have in Legion. The first add-on you should have is Deadly Boss Mods. This is pretty much a must in every raid and dungeon. It tells you what to do and what not to do, especially if you're new in that dungeon or raid. You have to know what you must do, and it tells you everything. Move out of something, move away from others, stop casting and stuff like that. What to focus, what to do, and this is really helpful, especially for the first time doing a dungeon or a raid where you don't really know what to do at the moment. And it also makes you a do not disturb message while you're fighting bosses. It keeps track of how many times you've defeated a boss and how fast you've defeated them, and it's pretty much a must add-on for every PvE encounter. Next we have Recount. This is also a very useful add-on, even if you use it alone on a training dummy to test your DPS or to see the DPS of your group and who performs better, and to try and improve yourself by trying different rotations, talents and everything. You have to see how well you are performing and how well your teammates are performing in damage, in healing, in interrupts and in everything. Next is a new add-on, it's called World Quest Tracker, and pretty much tracks all the new world quests, and you can see them nicely in the Broken Isles map. So you don't have to check every zone for everything, so you can find an item that you want. You can easily see them here, track what quests you want. It also shows you an indicator with an arrow on where you are supposed to move, and it's a really useful add-on. Then we have Bag None or One Bag or anything related to making that bag a lot simpler to see. I can't stand the original bags, having all of them active, and having all of them combined in one bag, it's a lot easier and nicer for me. You can more easily save your items, put some in a place and some in the other, put items down and regions up, or make them a lot more organized. And it also works for the bank and for the regions, and you can stack and sort them a lot easier. And I think it's a lot better to have them all in one than to have 100 bags and lose things inside of them. Next we have Handy Notes. Now this is for every expansion, you can get it for each zone, but the one for Legion is really nice. It shows you all the treasures and their locations and how to get to them if there's something special, and it also shows you all the rare NPCs and what are they dropping. You can view them on the minimap as well, so that's pretty damn useful for farming artifact power, items and killing rare monsters in Legion. Then we have NPC Scan. This is quite similar to Handy Notes, but it tracks rare NPCs that are around you, and it's easier to view them because you'll get a sound message and that effect over there down, and you can click it and it will target your rare NPC. So it's easier to do this to use to farm rare monsters or monsters that drop mounts or some items that you want, or for some achievements. It's a pretty damn good add-on. It was really great in Draenor as well to find the rare monsters that dropped Medallion of the Legion, and it's good now as well. Then we have Auctionator or any other action add-on. It helps you buy and sell items a lot easier. I like Auctionator the most, it's very simple and very useful. It helps you buy items at the lowest price, see the lowest price, buy more stacks, put more stacks at the same time, and sell items at the cheapest price, so you will definitely sell that item first. Next we have bartender or anything related to bars. I recommend everyone using something like this. It's easier to keybind them, easier to move them, to customize them, whatever you want. I like to have them stacked one after another there than the original interface when you have one down and then two above it. And it's easier to customize them, easier to do anything you want, place them as you wish, use the keybinds a lot easier, hide them if you don't click them. There's a lot of options you can do with your bars, and I really recommend using something to modify your bars than using the original ones. It's a lot easier and it will help you quite a lot if you use something to modify the bars at your own will. Next we have Vortex Orchest or something similar that tracks buffs and debuffs. Now this is really useful, so you can track your dots and your hots and your buffs, so you don't have to watch out for your buffs above your head, and that's quite annoying. So set some bars over there that say how many seconds you have left, so you know when to refresh your buffs or where to refresh your dots, and it's pretty much a must-have add-on. It's a lot easier to just focus on the middle of the screen, on the target and on the buffs, than to check everywhere on the interface. And finally, I would recommend something to change your unit frames. This is not a must, but I really like having them more customized. I like the one from LY, but there are others as well, like Xpearl. I used to use that quite a lot, and I also recommend moving them in the center. I had them up for a very long time, but once I switched them, it's a lot better because you only focus on the middle of the screen. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.